It is wonderful to meet you, Samira, said Kirsty. What are you doing here in Tippington? Samira flashed a beautiful smile. I heard your wish for a superhero, she said. As Fairyland's resident superhero, I came flying to the rescue. Thank you for helping the kitten, said Rachel. You are welcome, said Samira with a wink. It's all in a day's work, but now I must fly. I hope we meet again. She started to spin around. Wait a moment, Rachel called out. Samira stopped spinning and smiled questioningly. We are on our way to the cinema to see Dragon Girl and Cinderella, Rachel said. Would you like to come and see it with us? What a wonderful idea, said Samira. I'd love to come. This day just keeps getting better, Kirsty said. Rachel held open her t-shirt pocket, and Samira dived inside. Then the girls ran the rest of the way to the cinema, feeling more and more excited than ever. Soon they were cradled in red plush seats, clutching boxes of warm popcorn and bottles of fizzy water. Rachel put a few puffs of popcorn into her t-shirt pocket for Samira, and the film began. At first, it was even better than they could have imagined. Dragon Girl had a thrilling chase through the narrow city streets, and Cinderella had to leap across a burning bridge to save her brother from the arch-villain, the mole. The girls gasped at the action scene and giggled at the mole, whose plans were always going wrong. The baddie gets all the funniest moments, said Kirsty, as they watched the mole scurry into his underground tunnels. But then something strange happened. Dragon Girl bumped into the lamppost, fell out of the sky, and landed in a puddle with a loud splash. The audience laughed as she crawled out of the pond, bed-raddled and muddy. Her dragon fire had been completely put out. Before she could stand, the mole popped out of the nearby drain and dragged her into his underground tunnels. Dragon Girl tried to fly out of the mole's traps, but her powers did not work. A boy in the row in front turned to his friend with a frown. This is not right, he whispered. I read all the Dragon Girl comics, and this has never happened. He's right, said Samira in a low voice. Oh, my stars and spell books. If superheroes are losing their power here in the human world, there must be something wrong with my magical objects in Fairyland. Will you come to Fairyland to help me find out what is going on? Of course, said the girls. They quickly slipped under their seats. There was no one sitting beside them, and everyone in the cinema had their eyes fixed on the screen. Samira popped out of Rachel's pocket and waved her wand. They heard the sound of a loud rushing wind. Then suddenly they were whirling around so fast that it made them dizzy. When they could see again, they were flying across a bright blue sky. We are fairies again, said Kirsty, fluttering her gauzy wings in delight. And we are in Fairyland, Rachel added, looking down. The green hills of Fairyland stretched out beneath them in one direction. They could see the pink turrets of the Fairyland Palace. The opposite way, grey clouds hovered over Jack Frost's ice castle. They could see forests and glades dotted among the toadstool cottages, sparkling streams, orchards, and crystal pools. Look, said Samira, pointing straight ahead. That is my home. They were flying towards the tallest building that the girls had ever seen in fairyland. It was a tall tin tower made of gleaming metal, with a single spire at the top. It was so high that the fluffy white clouds were touching it. "Welcome to the silver skyscraper," said Samira.